one, huh? This might be a thing that sticks. I guess we'll see. We should come up with a name at some point. You threw out Sisterhood 2.0. I think we should try it. I think that was an accident that you threw that out, but I'm co-opting it from your previous video. So here we go. Welcome to the channel. I would like to start today off with a quick apology. I loved your video personally. Wednesday struggled with it.
I'm unemployed, and I have like 2 hours to burn before I need to leave for therapy, so
I'd like to apologize for all the times that my tiny kitten slapped you in the face. On that note, this moment right now, Saturday morning, is a very crucial, pivotal, important moment. Reason being, tiny kitten is sitting on my lap right now, and I don't want to disturb her really, but I will, let's be real. But she's learning how to snuggle. She's learning how to snuggle. Yeah, okay, well, to the point. I think that you made excellent points about making friends as adults. It's not super simple, and often it is a matter of just approaching a person wearing a t-shirt that you like and then just t-shirting together. Just, I don't know. I guess I have only achieved real new adult friendship like a few times, and it's mostly around shared activities, like you said. Mostly I think my new friends that I've made as an adult have been in shows like where we're in a cast and, you know, just thrown together a few times a week anyway, and then it's like, hey, do you want to hang out after rehearsal and do the friend thing? We'll be friends? Eh? And if that happens enough times, it seems to work. So that's really good. You also bring up a good point too, that times on Flower Couch seemed so, side note in a moment, times on Flower Couch seemed so simple because we have grown up since then, and things have changed. So, but now the side note, I have this dream of when we grow up and are both gazillionaires. This lives in the same fantasy as us next to one of our pools being jaunty old ladies with a cabana person bringing us margaritas and turning our magazine pages for us. I have a part of that scenario for me is that I buy like an antique couch and have it reupholstered with like as close to Flower Couch as I possibly can, and then that's just where we dwell when we are indoors and not by the pool. So that's part of it. Additionally, something that we have talked about many times before is that things do seem simple when you look back at them, and I think that part of that is that as you get older, life does not get any easier. It really doesn't. You just get more able to handle it as it comes. Like, you just get, sorry, makeup malfunction maybe. Did I just smudge? Oh, you just spend so much time thinking about your face. Things don't get easier. We just get better at handling them. I mean, I think it's as plain and simple as that. We're, you know, we don't feel it, but we get a little tougher every day. And everything that we get through, it's like, now we've gotten through it. So that's one more thing that we know that we can get through. So, yeah, here we are. I know that this is a moment where it takes a lot to get through a day. And I just want to say that I think you're handling it incredibly gracefully and incredibly healthily, and you've gotten through tougher. So here we are, and I love you, and stick with it, and one day at a time, you know? I have tattoos on the tops of my feet, which you know, but, you know, anyone else may not, that say left foot, right foot. It's one foot in front of the other. Keep loving the people. And this is the part where we put one foot in front of the other. Left foot, right foot. And having a little tiny kitten doesn't hurt. Like, I think when they fall asleep, they're so floppy that just, but now her peepers are open. Oh, Wednesday. Oh, baby girl. There she goes. There she goes. Oh my god. Okay. I'm an asshole. She's gonna kill me in my sleep when she's big enough. I had a week where I didn't really sleep at all, and I realized that makes me a huge irritable jerk. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on both the irritable jerkishness and also the sleeping. Case in point, I had, so it was raining this week, shocking. Also, did you hear that it snowed in Seattle? I wasn't sure if you had picked up on that or not, but it snowed. It was incredible. It was all, we talked about it a lot. It snowed in Seattle. It happens once in a while. So, anyway, snow melted, it started raining, now you're caught up on the whole week. And earlier it was just torrentially raining one morning, just buckets pouring from the sky. And one of my coworkers came in, bless his heart, and was just drenched, like just dripping from head to toe. And it, he was totally within his bounds, and came in and said, he's just dripping and just standing there like this poor little drowned rat, and he goes, if anyone's wondering, it is still raining outside. Which is charming and fine. And on a normal day, a normal person might be like, oh no, you poor thing, you're soaking wet. But when he walked in on that day and said, if anyone's wondering, it's still raining outside, I said this, what are you, a meteorologist? Which just, that's not a nice thing to say. That's not a nice way to handle someone's discomfort. Like, freaking, like, bring him a towel. Like, come on. That's what I'm working on right now, I suppose. The lesson that I need to learn is how to say no to things, because I know that, your schedule and like your involvement in things kind of ebbs and flows, like, especially kind of at this point in our life. And right now mine is ebbing, I guess, ebbing. Sure, that's one, we'll just wave, it's ebbing. And I have said yes to absolutely everything, and I am scheduled out like months in advance for things, and I just, at some point, I'm going to learn to have someone be like, hey, Amalia, do you want to do a thing? And I'll be like, no, thank you. And they'll be like, okay, I just thought I'd ask. And not like they are in my head right now, where they're like, hey, Amalia, do you want to do a thing? And I'm like, no, thank you. And they're like, I thought we were friends. You're a terrible person. I don't like disappointing people. I think that's probably just at my core. That's like the thing that I hate the most is disappointing people, which but that's just, yeah. One day I will learn how to say, no thank you instead of yes please all the time, every time. And on that day I will get more sleep, and I won't snap at my coworkers about having a career that we don't have. So there's that. Also, oh man, okay, this is the thing. This is an irritating thing that was actually irritating. Another thing that I did this week was that I went to the DMV because I had to get my tabs renewed, because sometimes being a grown-up is the most boring thing you've ever done. So I went to the DMV, and it's, of course, I went to the one in Ballard, and it's pin drop quiet, right? Like, it's so quiet, and it's the end of the day, and everybody's just trying to get out of there. It's like almost closing time, and from down the hall, I hear this voice of this guy who's walking into the DMV, and he's on his phone. Do we want phone or phone? No, okay, he's on his phone. And he's like, yeah, and now you're out of paper towels, so that's something to deal with. I don't know who you are, but I already hate you. And so this person rounds the corner, and he's he's probably like 40 or maybe like 35, but has lived way too much, and he's wearing like a navy blue and green camo Seahawks jacket that's like 2 sizes too big for him, and this like the ball cap with like the way too, like the, what is this? Like they come, like the caps come like this, and then you just bend up, they're just like this, who still does that? I don't know, he's that guy. And then he's got like the Steve Bannon like burst blood vessel thing going on, like he's just spent a lifetime of just like being repugnant and drinking too much. Like I don't know. Anyway, so this guy is now behind me in the line at the DMV, and he's on his phone with this person, presumably a woman, because here's how the conversation goes. He's like, and again, pin drop quiet DMV conversation. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, someone was pinning you down all morning, so yeah, I know. Charming, like, so, like, we're all so impressed, dude. Oh my god. And goes on to say things like, yeah, no, I was 3 hours late, but you know, it's worth it. Mornings like this, you know, it's worth it. Yeah, yeah. And also charming aphorisms such as, "Don't you steal my word, woman. That's my word. I've been saying, you're younger than I am. I've been saying that word longer than you." And referring to that word as trump card, baby. Oh, God. I shit you not. Like, this person is real. He exists. I listened to him have this conversation. "No, I'm just at the DMV. I gotta get new tabs for my, shaggin' wagon." Actual word. That's what he said. That's what he called it. Shaggin' wagon. This person exists. And he just, oh my God, Christmas. I can't, so he gets towards the end of this conversation and he's just like bringing it home that like he and this woman, had sex for a long time that particular morning. The way that they're talking to each other, it's clear they don't know each other very well. Probably the sex that they had is the thing that they have the most in common. And still, in the pin drop quiet DMV, he wraps up the conversation like this. "Nah, I'm done with you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll sext you later." Sext you later. Sext you later. Out loud at the DMV. So I pull out my phone and I try real hard to take a selfie with him in the background, which he sees and dodges, like, outwardly. And that shuts him up real fast. And eventually I assume he got his tabs for the shaggin' wagon, but like, fuck, dude, like, how do you exist? How do you exist? And how have you gotten this far, like, with as many teeth as you have? Because I would assume that a lot of people are just enraged by your existence. He just was the worst. So suffice it to say that in the car ride on the way home, I wrote a song with the working title of "No One Gives a Fuck About Your Tinder Hookup at the DMV." It's a working title. It's a song in progress. But I wrote the song, and now all I have to do is go down to my parents' house, get the guitar that my dad bought for $10 at a garage sale in the 70s, bring it back home, learn how to play it, record it, and I will send that song to you. Oh boy, it's worth it. Okay, lady, you are the best one. And this kitten, I think the time's ticking on, the amount of non-restless time that I have. So my goal this week is to get more sleep, be less irritable, you know, there's a show that I'm in right now that, we go around the circle before every show and we say our butt wishes, which came about because we were going around and saying, "I have but one wish," and someone said, "I have one butt wish," and it has stuck. So, my butt wish for the week, is that, we can all just keep our chins up and that I can, do a great job of writing down, creative thoughts as they come to me so that I can keep track of them and turn them into more, shitty songs that I will learn how to play on the guitar. Eh? Okay, that's my butt wish. You don't have to, anyway, it's okay. I love you. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you on the flip.